Jan Hendrik Oort was born April 28, 1900 in Franeker, Netherlands. He graduated from the University of Groningen in 1921 and spent time there and at Yale University doing research until becoming a conservator of the Leiden Observatory in 1924. He would remain in Leiden for the rest of his life. He eventually became the director of the observatory in 1945 after also getting hired as professor for Leiden University in 1935. Many people recognize Oort for his discovery of what is now known as the Oort cloud, a giant cloud of hundreds of millions of asteroids and comets surrounding our solar system from far away. However, this is one of only many discoveries, and much of what Oort observed would change our perception of the Milky Way galaxy forever. Oort's first major discovery started with a theory originally provided by Swedish astronomer Bertil Lindblad in 1925. Lindblad explained that the Milky Way galaxy rotates through stellar motions as shown by the apparent movement of stars in our galaxy. 2 years later, Oort would go on to confirm this theory, basing his observations through radial velocity and the proper motion of stars, creating the equation radial velocity equals a times r times the sine of 2 times L, a being Oort's constant, or 15 kilometers per second per kiloparsec, r being the distance to the star, and L being the galactic longitude. Oort would continue to test this theory at his time in Leiden, leading to more discoveries. First, he found that the Sun was not located at the center, but in fact 30,000 light-years away. He also found that the Sun takes 225 million years for just one orbit through our galaxy. Oort also used the Lindblad-Oort theory to become one of, if not the first discoverers of dark matter. In 1932, using this theory to measure the mass of the Milky Way galaxy, he noticed that given the visible mass of our galaxy, the stars moved much faster than should be possible. He concluded that there must be invisible mass that prevents these stars from leaving the galaxy, thereby proving the existence of dark matter. His initial observations of dark matter greatly underestimated the amount of dark matter in our galaxy. That does not stop this from becoming a major discovery. With 90% of our universe being made of dark matter, and some cosmologists even theorizing dark matter will be responsible for the end of the universe, this ranks up as one of Oort's greatest and most important finds. Oort completed these studies of our galaxy through mapping radio sounds, making him one of the first astronomers to use radio waves to study our galaxy. As mentioned before, he used radial velocity to determine the rotation of the Milky Way, but Oort, along with colleague Hendrik van de Hulst, began studying hydrogen radio emissions to better draw the formation of our galaxy. After World War II, they obtained the instruments needed to properly study these emissions, and in 1951, they confirmed their observations. 21 centimeter radio waves showed hydrogen as the spiral structure of our galaxy and the birthplace of stars. This, combined with the understanding of the Milky Way's we could finally properly picture what our galaxy looks like. Oort would later oversee radio telescope construction in the Netherlands, made in 1956 and 1970 respectively, that still remain in operation today. Though Oort's early discoveries should not be overshadowed, it was his 1950 discovery of the Oort cloud that cemented his place in astronomy history. While working on his studies of the Milky Way galaxy, Oort also studied comets to understand where they came from. He noticed a lot of these comets had long-lasting orbits, noticing their trajectories and their long elliptical orbits. With only 19 measurements of comet orbits, he determined that an interstellar cloud was located far outside of Pluto in the Kuiper Belt, roughly 1 light-year away. It was the birthplace of hundreds of millions of comets that began orbiting the Sun when other stars moved throughout our galaxy. Almost all of Oort's claims would be accepted by the astronomy community, and the cloud was named after him in his honor. Fittingly, Oort received 2 opportunities in his life to view Halley's Comet, once as a child in 1910 and once more 76 years later. With his intensive studies of the Milky Way galaxy and the origin of comets, our understanding of our universe grew even further. His work put the Netherlands in the forefront of post-World War II astronomy and earned him many accolades, including a term as president of the International Astronomical Union from 1958 to 1961. He continued observing the stars long after his retirement, until his death, November 5, 1992. He will remain remembered as one of the most important astronomers of the modern era, ranking among the likes of Galileo and Kepler.